The HCC West Loop campus recently held a student art exhibit called Uncorrupted. Ashley Hope explains.
What we're looking at right now is the Black History Month show for the West Loop Campus Gallery. And it's actually made up of my Digital Arts 1 class from fall 2016, which really worked with some really interesting themes that were going on in the world at the time. And so it really fit for this month's exhibition. It was easy to be making timely work in our class because we were thinking about the digital age in which we live. And we were using digital medium, Photoshop, 3D scanning, 3D printing, and an epilogue laser to talk about the here and now. So if you look around, some of the stronger work was work that we did where we took clay and we sculpted it with our hands and then 3D scanned it and 3D printed it. So what happened there was you had an object clearly made by my body, the body, out of earth, but then it was translated into this very technical object made by a factory machine. Some of the other things we thought about were in the digital age, you get so much digital information, and a lot of it has to do with celebrities or the way maybe you want to live your life and you wish you were living your life and you compare your life to that. So we looked at how images work on us, particularly images of people we admire or ways images were used of people problematically in culture. So in this piece here, each student took a famous face that they felt was used problematically or that they responded to, but they were really interested in the back layer of the content, the context of that face. And we explored those themes.
I did my project on Trayvon Martin. What inspired me was because his story kind of went up in the air and then all of a sudden it went unnoticed so quickly. So I decided to focus my project on him because he didn't really receive no justice. That's why when you look at my artwork, you see him and then you see an illusion of Zimmerman in his face. The combination in his picture is basically Black Lives Matter. As you can see here, I put the Skittles in the Arizona tea because Zimmerman thought he had a gun, but in reality, he had Skittles and the tea in his jacket. And also I put Florida is because that's where the incident took place and that's where Trayvon Martin is from.
Another one I really like was we did the head versus mind piece. In the digital age, it's very hard to tell the difference between a private space and a public space. So you could be Facebooking in your bedroom and you're actually talking to 700 people. Are you in a private space or a public space? So that work, head versus mind, was born out of what I can see, literally the back of your head, versus what I know to be going inside your inner life. And each student chose little windows and they manipulated both the head print in Photoshop as well as each window to increase its fantasy element. And lastly, the epilogue laser etching project, where each kid was asked to reflect on the process of an epilogue laser, which is you can take a surface, in this case we chose wood, and you burn away the image. And so what you're left with is something you see, a presence, right? But it's actually an absence. Destiny Woods brought in an image of her childhood home having burned down and her walking across it. The digital epilogue laser, during its burning process, had a little glitch on top. And you can see the hand of the laser. So people, when they printed it, said, sorry, we're gonna throw away this one, it didn't work. You can see the laser there. And I said, no, it's beautiful, the laser showed itself. I'm not interested in hiding digital, the digital tools, where in like design or magazine layouts, they wanna hide that those tools were used. In digital art, we're interested in talking about the nature of the digital age, and those tools are the nature of the digital age, so we want to see them.
For more information on art at HCC, visit the school's website at hccs.edu. For HCC Beat, I'm Phil Logan.